Hello, just checking back in to make a Master Orb. Now I have here a Tier 4 altar, which has a capacity of 40,000 and a current essence of 40,000, which is exactly what's needed. However, that being said, I prefer safe over sorry, so once I see that I'm down a little bit, I'm just gonna go and remove a whole bunch of hearts, and that should have brought us like right back up to full almost. You see, I've added more self-sacrifice, so that means I get 500 life points per heart. So a full set of hearts gives me a full set of 10 hearts, I should say, gives me 5,000, and then I've got the rest are rune of capacity. I might add some speed ones later on, but honestly speaking, that's not too big of an issue. I mean, it's a little annoying, but that's at worst, really. I'm just going to go ahead and, like I said, better safe than sorry. It's not like I'm going to be wasting them anyway. Yeah, I'm nowhere near close to wasting them. I prefer not to end up in a situation where I've just lost. It would be like current capacity. That consumes the slate. Okay, so that's the cost. Basically 8,000 life points for 4 additional shards. Or 4 hearts for a shard, roughly. I'll take it. Anyway, that's all for now. Just wanted to show that off. Hello, 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 and welcome back to another Agrarian Skies 2 Agrarian Siblings. So, today I have got a full docket planned, and it starts with eating a piece of brain jerky here. Lovely, 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 tasty brain jerky. Doesn't make me at all want to hunt somebody down and rip their brains out and moving on. Let me see here. First and foremost, I want to show you the crafting of a new ingredient, a primal charm, which will be used in conjunction with these other items right here, as well as some essentia, to craft where'd it go? The Amulet of Runic Shielding, which is Runic Shielding plus 8. So I believe that's 8 hearts of Runic Shielding. Should be very, very nice. Well, that's it for the Thaumcraft episode. Now on to, surprise, surprise, some blood magic. I was told by Jay when I first started this that I would get really sucked into blood magic, and I have to say he was right. I have gotten really sucked into blood magic when I thought it would be too grindy to really be fun. But setting all of that aside, we're just going to go straight into the next thing here. And that is, I'm crafting 6 aethers. And it should, yeah, the blood particles are coming off, so I'm going to leave that be while it crafts those up. And, no, put that down. Jerk. I got 2 different kinds of heads from him. Okay, as you may be able to tell, I got looting 3 on that, and I still didn't get the dirt block back that he stole. Let's just toss those heads right in there. And the thing which I was intending to do while those are smelting up, and by smelting up I of course mean crafting up, was show off the arcane pedestals that I made, 6 of them, and 1 arcane plinth. Now these are going to be used in conjunction with the... Oh, it was right there. Hold on. Let's go grab a piece of dirt. A piece of dirt. Like I was saying, those pedestals and the plinth will be used in conjunction with the aether that I have just mixed up here to summon a air elemental guardian boss mob thing. That's the technical term for it. Air guardian boss mob elemental thing. In that order. So I messed it up the first time. But that will be an interesting boss fight, which will probably be put in with... I might do individual episodes for Wither and Guardian of Gaia, and then maybe more than one blood magic boss. maybe more than one of each, and I might do those as sort of like a Ben Thorne versus using various equipment to show off relative difficulty. But along with that, I have one last thing in this crafting table right here. 28 empty sockets. Now, for those of you that have any idea or have played with blood magic before, you probably already know exactly what these are for. And I have to say, I believe I've already shown off all of this, with the exception of the incense burners, which are new. They're nice, but they're, meh, in my opinion. I might craft up some additional incense if I feel like it, but as is, I've got a regeneration incense stick from Botania down here, which is regen 2 for 25 minutes. I think that'll keep us stocked up on hearts while I fill these up in the altar. And it's just plop it in there, and it requires 30,000. So actually, while that's going, I'm going to go ahead and pull out my knife and my divination sigil. I'll put this off my bar, and I will get out the flint and steel here, and let's go ahead and light this. Let's light this puppy. Oh, look at that. Oh, that is so cool. And so now I've got regeneration 2, as you can tell from my rapidly flicking hearts. So I'm just going to go up here, and basically, I suppose I could just like hold this down, and that'll let me quickly refill the altar anytime it gets kind of low. And so I'm going to do just a time lapse of me filling up all 28 of these. Well, my internet may or may not have cut out in the middle of filling these sockets, but I went ahead and got them all done, and let's be honest, you didn't really miss anything. So, we're just going to go over this way to the nearest crafting bench right here, and I am just going to go ahead and make the soul armor forge. Is this the right? No. Okay. It's like this. There we go. Soul armor forge. And hold on. Give that back. I want that. So let's put this back up and let's take this out. And thank you. Around the armor forge in the same patterns that you would in a vanilla crafting table. There, like that. Apparently you have to hold shift Now, it's possible to add blood gems to these, and then you can add runes, and I'm actually going to get those together because I've got a couple in mind that I want to add to my armor. I accidentally created bound boots, apparently. Oops. Right, well thankfully the fact that the boots got accidentally made isn't too much of an issue because there's only 3 sigils that I wanted to make. The lava, which gives fire resistance, void sigil, which is normally used to absorb excess liquids, would give me void resistance, and then the sigil of the whirlwind is it's one that allows projectiles to be deflected. Basically, it should essentially make me immune to arrows. Now, the way you add a socket to one of these things is just a blood shard into one of the filled sockets, and that'll allow it to accept a rune. Now, then I should hit this, and bam. And does it say anything? Item in slot 0, weak blood shard. So then this one, let's add the whirlwind. Excuse me. Excuse me. Oh, come on. Okay, hold on. Let's do this. Let's do the pants next. Let's just hold on. I'm gonna put this one here just in case it decides to freak out. There. Okay. So there. And do I have to put the rune in beforehand? Lava. Okay. No. Oh dear. Oh dear. Do I still have the? I do. Thank goodness for not updating. Excuse me. Excuse me. Why are you not swiffering the lava away? Okay. Well, slightly unfortunate. I now have a random piece of obsidian. Let's just go ahead and get that out of the way. Look at how quick that was. That's awesome. Okay, so you don't right-click it onto it, rather with a the rune in hand. Either that or I just did it wrong. Here, we're gonna try it again with the void sigil. No. Okay. So let's get the activation crystal back on the bar, and there's my pants. Now there might be some sort of, I don't know. Maybe I'm just doing it wrong. I'll look up how to put the sigils on the bound armor later. And by later, I mean you'll see it before this episode has ended. And here's the last one. So I now have a full set of blood magic armor. And I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna check to see. I didn't put the blood shard on the last one. Oh gosh, dang it. Okay, I guess I'm not gonna put the void sigil because I'll be honest. No, I guess I'm not gonna put the sigil of the whirlwind because I suppose that's just something I could have in my inventory if I really wanted it. Okay, I'll be right back. Well, I certainly looked the part of an evil overlord style thing, especially with the chunk error shadow in the background. But unfortunately, I can't figure out what I did wrong. I might have to do a ritual of unbinding and just fix the armor, you know, redo the armor, that is to say, and hope that that works. But I don't know. It's like I tried to put the sigils onto the armor. I'm gonna look up a video at some point in the future about this. But you all saw I tried to put the sigils onto the armor. I'm not. I'm gonna be right back just one more time. I'm gonna see if I can figure this out. Okay, so you're supposed to put it in one of the other sockets, apparently. One of the other empty sockets. Oh dear. So what I'm going to end up doing, that protected me from actually most of the damage. That's nice. But what I'm going to end up doing is I'll put the armor through the ritual of unbinding, and that will allow me to get all the sockets back, and then I'll just rinse and repeat. Next time I'm back, it should already be all fixed with every rune that I want in it. Alright, well, so long for now, or rather, so long, farewell, auf Wiedersehen, and goodbye.